Hello guys, welcome to my new Sunday market breakdown. Okay, I hope you had a very nice weekend. And yeah, let's start with the DXY as usual. So a few weeks ago I was telling about this clear monthly supply and demand zone that was holding as support here, support again, resistance, support, support, resistance, resistance, support, and yeah, we rejected on that zone and we went impulsively to the upside. So if I delete that and I take my horizontal black lines at the top of this zone because I want to see why we went to the downside, and if I look back in history, you can see that there were some sellers here. They went to the downside. We had 1 to 2 deceleration candles on the monthly and we went impulsively to the upside. So if I look more back, you can see that we had here some monthly bearish candle, impulsive one. We had some 2 deceleration candles of the monthly, and then we went impulsively to the upside. Here again, we had here some impulsive moves to the downside, some multiple monthly deceleration candles, and we went impulsively to the upside. So the history is repeating itself, so that's nice to see that we can expect that also. So my targets from the monthly, if we always rejected that zone, is the first one is this one, and the second one, the largest one, is this one. These are my targets for the long term. So what we can see on the monthly is that we have here the bullish M. Right now, for more upside momentum, we need to complete still that monthly take profit of the previous FIP from the low here till the high. You can see, I think from this point it was, no, it was from that point and I took the round number, sorry. So yeah, this one still needs to complete, and we are also rejecting this low, so we are making also this smaller bullish M here, and we are rejecting this low of the monthly. As you can see, a very strong zone that is holding right now. So we will see what the monthly candle close will be. So if I go to the weekly, you can see that we are making still this bullish M here for more upside momentum till the weekly take profit. As you can see, we have also a nice reversal pattern, the shoulder one, the double top as the head, and the shoulder 2, which is already rejecting here. What I expect is one more candle till this zone, and then we can go impulsively to the upside, as you can see. So the only thing is that we are stuck in a range there, because we had here the high, the previous high, and we broke it, but this is a false break to take the retail traders out. This is kind of the same thing here. We had here this low, we had a false break of that zone here again. So yeah, the market has some difficulties to break this box. So what I can see is I just trade on that low of that box here between this high black line and this low black line. So if we can touch this again, I will take a long position there around that zone for more upside momentum. And then I can expect this shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2 for possible more downside momentum, which was also in the past also a thing there, because we had some multiple monthly deceleration candles here, which here was only one. So yeah, we'll need to see what it will be. So if I delete that and if I look closer to the daily charts, so I will delete these black lines. So on a daily chart, as you can see, I was seeing this shoulder 1, this head, double bottom, very nice, and then the shoulder 2, which we can reject here from that inverted shoulders on the weekly to reach the daily take profit point. So we have also a pattern within a pattern, that's that bullish M here. Very nice to see for more upside momentum. The only thing is that we are already making these two bullish indicational candles with the deceleration here. So we can definitely go up to the daily take profit. And yeah, the daily ascending trend line holding the price up here, and the smaller one on the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, as you can see, we are making already the bullish M. We already made the reversal pattern in the form of a shoulder 1. This had shoulder 2. We broke this previous high, as you can see. So I expect a reversal, and we did that. So what I can expect now is the bullish M for continuation pattern. The first touch, second touch, third touch, aligning with this ascending trend line. This clear supply and demand on the 4-hour, like this. The support, resistance, 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 and now we can act like support again. Some corrective nature to this zone, and then some more upside momentum. So if I go to the daily, you can see the daily take profit. If I go now to the weekly, is aligning with this shoulder 1, head shoulder 2 here. So that's nice to see that we can then go back to the downside from there. So if I go to my next pair, the first one is Euro USD. So if I go to the monthly chart, you can see that we have here a major horizontal black line holding as resistance. Sellers are coming in, resistance, support, resistance, very big wick to the downside from here, acting like resistance. And now we hit the same region here, exactly the same one as this, and we went impulsively to the downside. So that's nice to see. So from that point, we went impulsively to the downside till this point. So we can see that the buyers are coming in from that point. As you can see, almost a tap, and here's some deceleration candles where the buyers are sitting to head that impulsive move to the upside. So these are my two clear zones. So I expect the price to go to that low where the buyers are sitting. So on the monthly, we are also bearish because we were making this double top, and then we made this bearish W here. This can still be a false break of that zone if the monthly closes back above that low. As you can see, this is a low, and we can close above that again. But yeah, I see this more as a bearish W. As you can see, we close below. This is our high, this is our low. So this can be deceleration, sorry, a correction for more downside momentum. So that's what I can see. If I go back to the candle chart and I go to the weekly, you can see that we are making the nice double top and the nice reversal pattern in the form of a shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2, with already one rejection candle of that weekly zone. And we have that bigger pattern, is that bigger bearish W here, as you can see, for more downside momentum. So yeah, that's nice to see. We also rejected the fib from the high here to the low. As you can see, we rejected the fib. Actually, I can take it from here because this is a false break of that low. So yeah, weekly take profit is here. So that's what I expect to reach. We have two bearish indication of candle closes, which is an indication. Very nice to see. And then if I go to the daily, we have that nice shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2. Very nice to see. And that nice support wick also in the head. That's nice. That increases our trade. We also rejected that zone already with the deceleration box and an impulse. So we have also this bearish W that complete, and the nice descending trend line holding the price down. Very nice to see. If I go to the 4-hour now, you can see that we already made the reversal pattern in the form of a kind of shoulder 1 here, this head, and that kind of shoulder 2 at that point. But what I can see right now is that this is the same head, double top, and then we can make the shoulder 1 here, this head, shoulder 2 with the bearish W pattern within a pattern, aligning with this descending trend line, structural descending trend line, the major one on the daily, and then the impulsive move to the downside, which aligns with the beginning of the correction around that zone. So that's nice. So I expect some corrective nature to that zone, and I take my limit from this zone and my 4-hour TP for around 3.8%, and then we can target more downside momentum for sure. So that's what I can see to the weekly take profit like this. If I go till this can be for around 23%. Very nice trade if this plays out. If the DXY will go to the upside, it will definitely play out. Okay, so the next pair is USDCHF. So I have two USD pairs, so be careful for that. If I go to a monthly chart, you can see that I have again two clear zones. So I look back and I put a line here on this low, this rejection, and I saw that here are coming clear buyers in, here also, here also. So I saw this, and what was the response from that region? We went to the upside, we went to the upside, we went to the upside. So we went till this zones, till this zones. So yeah, that's nice to see. And you can see that there are some support, also resistance, support, resistance, resistance, support, resistance. So that's a nice supply and demand zone that is holding there, very nice aligning. So this is my long-term vision of that trade, that we can go to this zone. What I can see further on the monthly is that we already made this shoulder 1, this head, shoulder 2. I took my Fibonacci from the low here to the high, and my monthly TP is around that region. And I can further see on the line chart that we are having this kind of bullish M. So the first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg, possible fifth leg for more upside momentum. So you can see the bullish M. So we have also an ascending trend line holding the price up. This is from the weekly, I guess. Yes, this is from the weekly chart. Very nice aligning, and now it's rejecting here. So if I go back to the monthly, you can see that this could also be a false break, because every time we went above that high, we close below, we close below, we close below. So what I want to see, I hope to see, is that we close above. We already made the previous monthly bullish candle above, and then the impulsive move to the upside. So that's what we need to take in count of that region. So if I go to the weekly now, you can see that the weekly bearish candle close is still above that at this zone, and this is also at a clear resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, resistance, support region. So very clear supply and demand zone. We can also see the reversal pattern in the form of a shoulder 1, a double top, shoulder 2 for more upside momentum to the weekly take profit, aligning with this high, monthly high, weekly high, and that nice resistance in the head, which is acting as a clear supply and demand zone. So very nice to see. If I go to the daily now, you can see that I put a horizontal line here. We went impulsively to the upside from the low here to the high. This is one impulse, so this can be a correction for more upside momentum. So from here, the low, we went impulsively to the upside. And what I saw back in history was we went here from the low here till the upside. Then we went till the downside here at that point. And then we went back to the upside till these highs. So what I expect is that the price having one more candle of this daily zone, some pattern, and then we can touch this zone again. And yeah, potential more upside momentum, but for sure till this zone. That's what I expect, which proved me in history also. So that's what I expect. So I will delete that. And on the daily, we are also making that kind of reversal pattern. This is a shoulder one, head, shoulder two. As you can see, this was on the weekly exactly the same. So yeah, if I go to the 4-hour now, yeah, on the daily we have this bullish indicational candle, which is an indication that the bulls are present. And on the 4-hour, I can see already a kind of pattern that can play out, but we are still making lower lows and lower highs. As you can see, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Everything in between this lower high and lower low is just a correction for more downside momentum. But I expect the DXY to go to the upside. So I want to have a nice break of that zone, and then we can make the shoulder one, this head, double bottom, shoulder two here with the bullish M pattern within a pattern. Very nice to see. Then the resistance in the head here, and then yeah, we can make the bullish M for more upside momentum and the ascending trend line holding the price up. I think I took it on the 1 hour, this ascending trend line. Yeah, as you can see, it's from the 1 hour, this ascending trend line. So yeah, that's what I can see, that we have a break here and then some retest of that zone like this, a little bit below, and then the bullish impulse to the upside. That's what I can see. So the next pair is AUDNZD. If I go to the monthly chart right now, so I will delete this one. So as you can see, we have two major black horizontal lines. So if I looked here, every time we were at these lows here, we went impulsively to the upside. As you can see, a lot of buyers are sitting here. This is a very big zone. So we went always impulsive to the upside. So what I could see, if I wanted to see a pattern, if I can see a pattern, and that is the double top, the shoulder one, and the shoulder two for more downside momentum. Because if I look back in history and my black line was at this shoulder one, you can see that we had here some bullish orders. We went to the upside here and we went impulsively to the downside again here. This can play out too, as you can see. And yeah, here it also happened with an institutional candle holding the price down with some bears that are coming in here also, here also. So this can happen also again. So that's why I'm short on this pair, because we reached a very high bearish potential zone, and the pattern, the shoulder one, head, shoulder two for more downside momentum on the monthly. So if I go to the weekly, you can see that we are already making this weekly bearish candle close, which will be a bearish candle close on the weekly. So if I take my Fibonacci here from the low here to the high, you can see we have a minus 27 Fib completion here. I will delete these take profit points right here. So what I expect is, because we reached this zone, that we can come back till these lows here, which aligns with this institutional candle here, which is working like a magnet. So like this is the clear supply and demand zone here. So I expect the price to come to this zone again for maybe more upside momentum or more downside momentum. So yeah, and what I can also see is that we are still bearish on the long-term chart. So we had here the high, the low, lower high, lower low. So everything between this high and low is just a correction for more downside momentum. So that's what I can see on the weekly. Very nice bearish indicational candle. If I go to the daily chart now, so what you can see is that we already had the Fib completion from the low to the high here, minus 27 Fib completion. Very nice. And what I can also see is that we are also coming very correctively with the trend, which is an indication that the bears can come in from there at some point. So what I can see right now is that we can have a potential shoulder 1, this head, and the shoulder 2 with the nice break here, as you can see, of that bullish M, smaller bullish M. So that's nice to see. And yeah, I expect rejection till this zone. And we already, I think we have that break of that ascending trend line, yeah, like this, as you can see, ascending trend line was holding the price up, and we already made a bearish candle close below that. So yeah, that's nice to see there. If I go to the 4-hour chart now, you can see that I want to see the bullish impulse to make this shoulder 1, head shoulder 2, and then we can have the Fib completion around that zone. I took my Fibonacci from the low here to the high here, and the minus 6080 is around here, but the round number of that is that zone. So every time we came from this lows here, so this is our buying zone on the 4-hour. So we had here some nice buyers. We went to the upside and we came very impulsively to the downside after that. So we had here some support. We went to the upside. We went till this daily shoulder zone. We went to the downside. Back till this zone to take some liquidity. Went back up. Short. Orders came in. We went back here and we went impulsively to the upside. So yeah, this can happen again with this bullish candle close, and then we can have some short orders coming in from there, and then yeah, the impulse to the downside. So that's what I expect from AUDNZD, the head and shoulders to play out. So yeah, we will see what will happen there. Okay, so to my next pair is AUDJPY. If I go to the monthly, you can see that we were coming from a very big buying zone. Buyers are coming in, buyers are coming in, buyers are coming in, buyers are coming in, and we went impulsively to the upside till this zone, again till this zone, again till this zone. Here we just didn't do that because we were making here still at lower lows and lower highs. But yeah, and that's why I put my black line here, because this is also make here a nice supply and demand zone acting like resistance, support, support, resistance, 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 support, support, resistance again, resistance, resistance. And potentially we can have that same resistance here for more downside momentum till that zone again. We need to see, we need to wait patiently. And yeah, what can I see on the monthly? Can I see a pattern? Yes, I can see that we can have that bullish M to play out to reach this monthly take profit, and this natural M that can play out, so a pattern within a pattern, which is increasing our trade. We already reversed the lows here, as you can see, a lot of rejection candles. That's nice to see. And if I go to the weekly now, you can see that we are making this shoulder 1 here, this head, and the shoulder 2. So, and the kind of bullish M here. So pattern within a pattern. Also, this is just a false break here for more upside momentum. So that's what I can see. And yeah, we are also making a smaller bullish M here with the nice institutional candle holding the price up with the nice 3 bullish candle closes. The only thing is that we already reject this weekly highs. As you can see, this is a kind of, yeah, smaller supply and demand zone. This is the only thing. But if I look to the daily, we can see that the beginning of the correction of that whole correction here didn't tap yet, and we are making this pattern within a pattern. Also, we are making the kind of shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2, and then the bullish M. as you can see, and then the natural M, same highs. We expect also same lows, and the ascending trend line holding the price up, one touch, second touch, third touch for more upside momentum. So I find this a very nice potential trade that can play out with a lot of patterns, and we can reach still the beginning of the correction. So yeah, if I go to the 4-hour now, you can see that we are already making here that reversal pattern in the form of a shoulder 1 at shoulder 2, the Fibonacci from the low here to the high. -27 is aligning here. I took it just like this, the low here from the high here to the low. -27 is aligning here. And then we can make this kind of shoulder 1 here, this head, shoulder 2. Very nice to see. And if I take my 4-hour supply and demand, so you can see it's very nice holding here at that institutional candle. A lot of buyers coming in, acting like support, support again, resistance, resistance, support, 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 and now it can acting like support, aligning with this ascending trend line. Very nice. And then we can have the nice pattern that can complete. So that's what I can see. This can be a very nice trade. We will see. So guys, yeah, this was my last setup, and yeah, enjoy your weekend. Yeah, enjoy your week, trading week, and yeah, see you next time. Not time. Bye guys.